So Ghanaians have been reacting on Air John Dramani Mahama, just an stance on Air LGBTQ, Air anti bill now. Omiya Majo said, Ombe pass it or parliament, no, said a bear, a bit criminalize it, Air LGBT, just a be over involved who be no. Sam George and a ladies are a bill way, but Air John Dramani Mahama, ne stance recently we making a clear no, a man for Bibri, a busa question. Blakk Rasta Ababedin Komo, and also adding a reaction on Air John Dramani Mahama. Nen sema wakaye about Air LGBTQ, Air Honsen Seven or the Ababe Tuja. Sounds so and a Ghana for Bibri, actual margin. Now, before the other Chasiano, Mamma found Chasian free Air Sam George. A the recent interview or about anti-LGBTQ a bill a whole NSN 7 or yaba yabako Blakk Rasta honum near TN 7.
In that bill. You know that's a misconception that's been put out, and I listened to that full BBC interview. President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill, and he himself has said that to the clergy. That as a Christian, as a member of the Assemblies of God Church, he will sign that bill.
So away from Sam George, ne some way no, a man for a busasa Sam George or Hefa because sombra a man for person busano questions pa say or no Sam George or no a champion is had here way na later. The president of the republic or no so ababe kan sem foforo e wo honum yanko na yanko tie Blakk Rasta ne sama or the tudwa about LGBTQ e ho sema John Dramani Mahama ababe kasa afa hono.
I am smiling in capital letters. You know why? Now listen to this. I don't know how Sam George feels about this pronouncement. In opposition, I think I heard John Dramani Mahama say that Nana Akufo-Addo should go ahead and sign. I heard John Dramani Mahama also talk against LGBTQI+ in opposition. Has he changed from what he promised the people? Now let us get into this seriously. I am glad that Mahama is talking about something I've been advocating all these years. Going back to the roots and educating our people. Talk to our people about patriotism. Instill it in their growing up. And when they grow up, with all apology to the Bible, they shall not depart from it. Kai, this is deep. Ha! Now, listen attentively. Now the LGBTQI+ is nothing but punitive. If you do it and we catch you, you will go to jail. If you do it and we catch you, we will whip you. If you do it and we catch you, we'll do this. Oh yes? Have we educated our people to understand that this is bad and why it is punishable? There's a lot of ignorance in our country, a lot of illiteracy in our country. You can have 1 million people join you on the road to demonstrate, yet they don't even know what they are demonstrating about. My brother, my sister, Mahama is saying that he thinks it will be better for us to go into the moral fiber of the society rather than bringing about punitive measures about the LGBTQI+ thing. It's the same thing about our prison system. Prison is not supposed to be punitive. It is supposed to be what? Reformative. Blakk Rasta, say it again. I said prison is not supposed to be punitive. It is supposed to be reformatory. And I've heard Sam George several times say that the bill that he proposed and sponsored with others is not supposed to punish, it's supposed to reform people. My brother, my sister, here we are at the crossroads. But one thing is very clear. It's all about the paymaster. If Mahama signs this bill, the nation would suffer economic issues, including loans, aids, grants to the nation. Because those who control all these avenues support LGBTQI plus square root minus 1 plus 2. My brother, my sister, Nana Akufo-Addo, who could hear the voice of God directly like Moses and even promised God a cathedral, did not dare and could not dare sign that bill. Let alone Mahama, who was touted as the womanizer and ungodly person that they claimed he was. Is he the one to sign it? Even Nana Addo, who could hear the voice of God like Moses, couldn't sign the LGBT. He ran away from it because of the paymaster. That is where my problem is. My problem is not about LGBTQI+. My problem is how we are controlled by the West. And whatever the West says is the right thing is what we accept and do. We are like puppets. We are not truly independent. We are a joke of an independent nation. Are we ready to tell the so-called paymaster that this is our nation and we are ready to take the reins of the nation, come what may, independently? Can we do that? Today, your power must be on. Where is the oil going to come from? You need aid from Saudi Arabia. You need aid from America. You need aid from England. And before they give you the aid, there's nothing like free lunch. They will tell you, this is our interest as well. Until we are able to deal with this, forget about LGBTQI+. Forget about all the nasty things happening in our country. We will never have a solution till we are truly economically independent.
Dowona ene samaya Blakk Rasta editu bia e wo hodom no. Na yanko tie the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, ebra ohia clergyman no ene ensempoti a okachiro mo na ma Ghana for ekeka nsem no sene omosi peno no.
President, military president, then he became civilian president. The first time the transition from one party to another took place, I had been Minister of Communications at the time, and I know what happened. So it looks like it's become a tradition that is continuing to, happen. And so we need to see how we can arrest the situation. So we'll take note of that. And I think that together we can find a solution to it. I've appealed several times to people to, act differently and not do the same things that happened before, because the people of Ghana repose a certain confidence in us that we'll do things differently. And so we mustn't say because these people did it at this time, we also are going to do the same thing. And so the invading of government offices, going to take over government offices and things must stop. Ministers are being appointed. Once they take office, all this is going to unfold in an orderly manner. And so I once again reiterate my call to all the people who are doing that to stop. With regards to the proper human sexuality, and it's quite a long name, proper family values bill. If you remember, there was a court case that injuncted the speaker from forwarding it to the president, and also restrained the president from receiving the bill. Eventually that case was disposed of in December, I think on the 18th or so. Yeah, so it meant that the injunction had been cleared. But as far as I know, the bill did not get to the president for assent. And so the convention is that all bills that are not assented to before the expiration of the life of Parliament expire. And so that bill effectively is dead, it has expired. I don't know what the promoters of the bill intend to do, but I do think that we should have a conversation on it again so that all of us, if we decide to move that bill forward, move it forward with a consensus. And probably it shouldn't be a private member's bill, it probably should be a government bill with governments behind it after consultation with all the stakeholders to see how we're able to move this forward. But it leads us back to the discussion we had that if we're teaching our values in school, we won't need to pass a bill to enforce our family values. And that's why I think more than even the family values bill is us agreeing on a curriculum that inculcates these values into our children as they are growing up, so that we don't need to legislate it. And so we'll see how all this goes. And so I'm looking forward to this review conference so that we can come to some consensus on some of these issues. But I wish to thank you very much for the thoughts that you have expressed.
Etiano, any sama eye John Dramani Mahama Oshia clergyman no or de etubia edemo mono. Eye Dowona TV chawadwen e wo comment section.